Morning, everybody. Yes, I'm back. Hi, Observer. Hi, Jamie. Morning, Susie. Morning, Freya. Morning, Kel. Morning, Sharon. Morning, everybody. Can everybody, well, Paul? I don't even know what to say. How are you? Hi, Jen. Hi, Janet. Morning, Princess. Yeah, me too, Paul. Me too. Me too. Hi, Eric. You do know this live, Paul, we're 2.5 hours long. Hi, Lauren. Yeah, it is, Paul. 2.5 hours long. Hi, Cassie. So, Jamie's just tried to send it me via email. No, me neither. Me neither, Paul. And it's actually 2.5 hours long. And we really don't want to sit here for 2.5 hours, do we? But...
Well,
1 minute.
I can try cleaning Trina's arse.
You have to share via the link. Oh, Jamie, come in.
It probably actually does.
I've actually gone into, because I'm a mod on Jamie's, I've actually gone in and I'm watching it, but it's 2.5 hours long. Morning, Hobnobs. Tony hasn't even heard it all. Yeah. I'm going to have to keep messing about with my bloody phone. Unless I go live on my phone and play it on here. Does everybody think that's easier? Morning, Grace. Yes, 100%. 100%. Just forward to play MSYBR or just leave playing. What? Best bits or leave playing. Oh, fucking best bits. They didn't know best bits. There might be best bits for viewers, but there's no best bits for us. At all. So we'll wait while everybody comes in. Oh, thank you, Grace. Not bad, Donna. Well, I should have probably had my laptop set up, shouldn't I? Morning, Paula. I'm just going to play a live in a minute when everybody comes in. Hi, Jamie. Hi, Jamie. Okay, it's again. Paula. What's Cassie? What's up with Cassie?
She's a 9.
Oh. Did you get my WhatsApp? Yeah. Never ends with him, does it? Chris comes in the live about 45 minutes into it. Alright, okay, Jamie. Let me go to there then.
You're obviously going to be with Curtis because she's
Yeah,
no
it is.
longer back.
Let me take it to 41. Hi, Jamie. So, I'm just...
Do you know what?
41, 44. Hi, Tam.
I enjoyed the chat with him earlier. He actually comes across as quite decent, doesn't he?
1 minute, let me just turn that down while this guy comes in.
You're not remembering it. It was fucking cancelled me, you know, Paul.
Yeah, okay, Jamie, I'm on 44:21 now. So let's just see.
Hey?
And then I'll,
No, Rossi's come back, that's all.
and then I'll pause it and then I'll play it when everybody's in that needs to be in.
I think it's because I said that there was thorns in here. Mama, she said my nan from my talking.
Hi, Rainbow. Right, okay. Right, okay. I've paused it at that. What's playing, Wendy? No, I turned it down. I'm playing this video, this live from last night. But it's like 2.5 hours long. So when everybody's in, I'll start and play it. So if we can, because Tony hasn't even heard it yet. So we'll get everybody in first. If everybody can come in and if we can all come in and share this around. Yeah, all right, Paul. I think, Paul, best thing to do is record it when I start playing live. I'll do a quick recap on it and then I'll play it. So, hi, Julie. Yeah, wait while everybody comes in. I think most people are in. If anybody wants to come in box, you're more than welcome. But just obviously have your mics off. Hi, Shirley.
Morning.
Morning, love. You alright?
Yeah.
Sure?
Yeah, fine, yeah.
Yeah, good.
Yeah.
Yeah, trigger warning. Can we have a trigger warning? I think Rainbow's got a trigger warning background. I actually need to have one, if I'm honest. But morning, Hobnobs. Morning, Julie. Am I okay? Well, morning, Joanna. We'll wait while everybody comes in because this live needs to be watched. It does.
Who the hell is all? Come away. Oh, they can bugger off.
I don't know, just get them out. If you don't know them, get
I
them out.
have, I've got them out.
No, I've never requested him.
He's
Okay,
gone.
why have you not requested him?
No, he wanted a box.
He's not having a
I didn't
box.
let him in.
No, I wouldn't need to either.
Important people are having a box. People that need to have a box are having a box, nobody else. So, if my lovely mods watch for people coming in, who wants to come in box? Only people that's concerned will come in box. So, okay. Anyway, right. So, just a quick recap. Shall I'm just going to turn your mic off 1 minute, sweet.
All right, babe, yeah.
So, just a quick recap, guys. Early hours this morning. Can we get these? Yeah, Jamie's here.
Yeah,
So, thank you. So, early hours this morning, we were having a chilled live. Nobody could sleep, so we were all chatting. There were quite a few of us chatting. And I hope you're watching again. I hope you're ghosting again. Kurtis kept coming in different accounts. Not very nice names, obviously. So I did say to him, you keep coming in. You come in one more time and I will dox. And I did say that. I will dox your address. And that is something I have never done on TikTok. I have never done it to anybody. So he was asked not to come in again. He came in again. So I doxed his address. And then this happened. So if Paul, you can start recording. Oh, I'm sure you haven't started already. So guys, this video is actually 2.5 hours long. I'm not going to play it all, obviously, because
Who's that in your box, love?
it was, I don't know, nobody's coming in box, so we don't know, because it was just bizarre. I need to get it so everybody can see. Can everybody see that? So this is going to do my head in because I'm going to have to keep touching my phone. But anyway, this is where a guy called Chris comes in. As you can see, there's only us in box having a nice chat. So as you can see, this is what happens. This guy that's coming in the box in a minute is where Kurtis is living.
Honestly.
Can we ask why you got my mate
Night, Rossi.
where she didn't even dare leave the house?
Night, Rossi.
Oh, right, right, so Dusty Dawn follows Wendy. That's okay. Just clarify.
I didn't get what she was going on about because I'm like, have I missed something?
Oh, this is going to do me head in with my phone.
I only went blue and back.
See you soon, Rossi, my little love. Who is this logo there? Let's have a look. Oh, fuck off. It's a fake account. And it's got a picture of a man on it.
No, I didn't. I'm sorry.
Keep going on.
I didn't even know what you were on about.
No, it was me.
Who's this? What? Can I ask why my house has been posted? This is putting my daughter at risk.
Well,
Miss Kerr's trying to fucking defect, isn't it?
Of course it is.
Look at him here. Has he been blocked, Bright Eyes?
which one?
Lola there.
I don't think so, no.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, that's why. I wondered why they weren't replying.
Can you just unblock him so he can reply? Because I haven't blocked him. I've just sent him a message. Back.
Yeah, babe.
There you go.
Thank you, darling. Just for 2 minutes, just while he answers.
Right, guys, this guy's going to come up in box.
I haven't watched TV anymore, you know.
Yeah, I know.
I really haven't.
Did you see that Cinder's come up?
No.
Oh, Cinder.
Cinder's, he's taking piss now.
Yeah, he's violent now.
Oh, good. Well, the Lola Bear's back anyway. Wendy.
Yeah, Lola Bear, what's the matter with you?
Right, guys, this Cinders that we're on about is my best friend that unalived herself, that he decided to come in as her name. The next one that comes in the box here is the guy called Chris.
Come up in the box, Lola Bear, and have an adult discussion.
Yes, please do.
Trigger warning, guys.
There's nowhere
Hello?
Hello?
Hello.
Hello?
Yeah, all I'm asking is why is my address being posted?
Where's your address being?
Arguments, 1 minute. Your lot's arguments, right, and nothing to do with me, nothing to do with my daughter, yet my ass is being posted up on here.
Nobody's mentioned your daughter.
Are you Kurtis
No,
Fletcher?
I'm not saying you've mentioned my daughter, that's not what I'm saying.
Are you Kurtis' ex?
No, he's not.
No, I'm not, no.
Right.
No, he's not. Even I know that, Paul. Because Curtis is apparently at your house, isn't he?
That's correct.
Yeah. Well, you need to tell him, don't you, to be very careful wishing my wife dead.
Trigger warning.
Whatever has gone on between you guys, right, is nothing to do with me.
But can I just ask
Don't
what
house
you're
him under
allowing?
your roof then, mate. Don't
Yeah,
house
not-
him under your roof then, because it's
seconds, 2
dangerous and there's a
seconds.
lot of people after him. And if that's the case, he's putting your daughter at risk.
Well, not just that. Why are you letting a Pedlo supporter around your daughter? He's been...
Right, listen, I've had full custody of my daughter, right, since she was 7 years old, yeah? I've had full custody of her, 100%. And mum has got no parental rights whatsoever. I've got 100% parental responsibility of my daughter.
Well done, love.
Yeah, but that's not what I'm asking. I'm asking why you're
would
letting
not.
somebody who
That's
has...
what I'm saying to her.
Yeah, who's
I
been
would
controlling wicked.
not. I would not let somebody that's like that under my roof. Why would I?
But he is like that. This isn't lies, it's proof.
I've known Curtis a long time, a lot longer than you lot.
Well, Wendy was his foster mum up there.
Is your name Chris?
It is, yes.
Oh, are you the... Can I say it then?
Yeah.
I'm just going to pause it a minute, guys. Can we tap screen and get it to 10k so it goes on FYP, please? Thank you, guys. So this is Chris, we're Curtis is.
Yeah, the D word.
Say whatever you like, yeah.
Listen, I'm not being disrespectful to you, Chris, because I have no need to be. And this has nothing to do with you or your daughter, love, at all.
Correct.
And nobody wishes any harm on any children, least of all us.
But why does my address need to be posted on here?
Because that's where he is.
Yeah.
So posting my address on the evidence that you guys think you have, right?
I have.
Right? I don't care whether you have or whether you haven't, right? All I'm saying is posting my address on the evidence you may or may not have.
I have.
Still could put my daughter and my son, for that matter, who's only 3, at risk.
No,
I can assure you,
You
Chris.
don't have...
Let me
That's
finish.
the
Wait,
one
Julie,
you
let
have
me finish.
then.
Julie, let me finish. I can assure you, Chris, your children will never be at risk.
well, they
I'm
will
not
be
going
at
to
risk.
stop.
They
I'm
are
not
at
going
risk
to
by having
stop.
Curtis there. It's you putting your children at risk, nobody else, because you're allowing a man like that in your house. Why would you do that? Get rid of him.
Because I know that man.
We thought we knew him as well.
You know one side of that man. I think it's safe to say.
Don't get me wrong, right? Kurtis has crossed me before, yeah? Me and Kurtis have fell out, like, proper, like, big time, right? If I thought it was like that, believe me, it wouldn't be under my fucking roof.
Well, he is. Well, he is like that, though, and he is under your roof.
He fooled a lot of people for a long time.
Chris, why do you think Kurtis can't see Marcus on 14?
Well, from what I can gather, because of me.
Hold on a minute, let me turn Alexa off. Alexa, stop. Right, guys, you need to remember, I've never met this guy. So he's coming here and he's talking. So he can't see Marcus because of who?
From what I can gather, the reason he can't see Marcus is partly down to the reason of me. 'Cause Mary can't stand me.
Reason of what?
He said it's because of him.
Because of who, Chris?
Me, yeah, because Mary can't stand me.
It's not to do with you, Chris. And I swear that, and I know Mary don't like you. And I've spoke to Mary, and Curtis knows I've spoke to
I've
Mary.
heard that from Mary's own lips.
Yes, Chris, I'm agreeing with you. Mary doesn't like you, and that's Mary's choice. I ain't got an opinion on you, love, because I've never met you. What I'm saying to you is,
I ain't got an opinion on anybody else.
right, you, Chris, are not the reason that he can't see Marcus on the 14th. If I'm bullshit, how do I know he was supposed to see him on 14th?
His contact, right? His contact with his son, and whatever goes on is nothing to do with me. The only thing I've done, right, is I've given him somewhere to stay when he ain't got nowhere, and provided a safe environment for him to see his child. That is the only thing I've done.
Right, and he can't see his child.
Oh, my hand's hurting, guys. 1 minute.
But I don't know why.
Well, it's certainly not because Mary doesn't like you, Chris, and I can assure you of that. And you don't have to believe anything I say. You're obviously going to believe Curtis because you know him longer, but I can assure you, I know Curtis.
1 minute. That is not necessarily true. I'm not the type of person that's closed off. There's more than one side to every story.
Yes, there is. I agree. 100%. But what I'm saying to you, you've just said that he can't see Marcus because Mary doesn't like you. You are correct. Mary doesn't like you. That's her opinion. Nothing to do with me. I ain't got an opinion about you because I don't know you, obviously. All I'm saying is,
I must be doing something right. I've had 100% fucking custody of my daughter since she was 7. She's 15 now, so I must be doing something right.
well done to you. Well done to you. And I'm sure you're proud of yourself, and I'm sure your children are proud of you, and I'm sure you're an excellent dad. Chris, what I'm saying to you is, you've just said to me that he can't see his son because of you. That is wrong.
Okay, well, I stand corrected. If I'm wrong on that matter, I stand corrected. I can admit that.
And I can only say that to you, Chris, because I've got messages to prove that.
I've known Curtis a long time.
Yeah, me and all. We all have crossed the bear, don't we?
I've known him a long time. Right, it's crossed me before. I mean, it's not all been roses. We've not been like solidarity mates for years. You know what I mean? We've had fucking problems. He's crossed me in a way some people would never cross me. Yeah. I still know he's not like that.
Well, at the end of the day, and I'm not arguing with you, I know you're not here to argue, and I know we're just chatting. I've known Curtis a long time as well. He lived in my house for a long time with me and my ex-partner and our family, and he lived there, and he can tell you that, and he can tell you whatever he wants. I treat him like one of my own. And then for him to turn like he did, and I'm going to tell you something, whether you know or not, he wished, my wife's really poorly, waiting for a 9.5 hour operation, where she has a 1 in 7 chance of surviving, and do you know what, financially, she's been good to him, and I mean good to him. And he said, she's got a pipe and a kidney to save a kidney before she has this massive up. And he said, your wife's kidney pipe falls out of the kidney and she bleeds to death.
I know what he said, Wendy. Right?
And I'm going to tell you something, Chris. He's going to bleed to death.
Right? I know what he said. Right? I do know what he said. Don't agree with it. And I don't agree with it. But people do say things that they don't mean in spur of the moment.
Right, listen, on Boxing Day, I'm going to tell you, on Boxing Day, we had a massive argument. Things were said that I didn't hear that said on that day. We had a massive argument. We spoke after. He apologised. I apologised. I never once slated his family. I never once said anything bad about his son. Never once said anything bad about Mary. Never once told Kurtis to go and die or curl up in a ball at all. It was all forgotten. And then later on, I got told that he said that about my wife. And whatever me and Kurtis have fell out about, we've always got past it. That is something that I will never, ever forgive or forget. And Kurtis can send me messages calling me this and that like I've got him. And he's going to ruin me and everybody else mentally, physically. He's not capable. Because he can't look after himself. So if he's listening, or whatever, Kurtis, I am telling you...
I'll be honest with you, he can hear you.
Kurtis, I am telling you now, well, that's fine, I'm glad he can hear me, and every single argument me and you've had, and always made up, you've said it yourself, I have messages to prove that I have been more of a mother to you than your own mother, and my fucking wife. Financially, every time you've wanted help, we've helped. Every single time. And you wished my fucking wife, the woman that's looked after you, in every fucking way, you wished her to bleed to death. Everything else you've said about me and Tegan and my ex and my life, I can forgive. And just like you can forgive things that's been said, never once have I slated your boy. Never once have I fucking slated your ex. Never once have I wished you fucking dead. You wished my wife dead. And I'm not being nasty, and I'm being honest. You will, forever, you will regret them words that you said about Tony. You can come back with whatever you want. I really don't care.
Right, what I'm going to say, right? I don't agree with what he said. I don't. Right? I don't know any of you. I don't do TikTok. I don't do anything like that.
I don't fucking blame you.
This to me is a whole new fucking thing. Right? I don't do this.
Chris, can I ask you a question?
Yeah, of course.
Okay. Right, I just want to know what your opinion is, right, when someone willingly goes back to their boyfriend who was charged with having indecent images of kids on their phone.
Right, what you got to remember is I knew Kurtis back then.
Me too.
Right? And I knew what happened.
Right.
And I also knew Keith.
Yeah, me too.
Well, he was charged with having indecent images on his phone, wasn't he?
Keith was, yes, correct.
Right, and that was Kurtis's ex, who he then went back to.
Right? Do you know, in fairness, right, I see where you're coming from, and I really do. But I also understand the reason that he went back there. He didn't go back to Keith. He did not go back to Keith.
Oh, he went back to his home.
Kurtis, listen to this. Kurtis got with my ex-missus for about 6 months.
Yeah, but that's got nothing to do with children and indecent images. That's the bit I'm talking about, because you've got 2 young children in your home. So I can't understand how you'd be comfortable with that. I wouldn't even want to be in the same house, you know?
Because I know he's not like that.
Yeah, but he's crossed you before, so obviously you don't know him as well as you
He
think.
has crossed me before, correct. He has crossed me before, yeah. Nothing to do with children or fucking anything like that.
No, but he's upset that many people, yeah, that when these people find him, they're going to do him some damage.
They are.
But that's up to them, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
that's up to them. That's nothing to do with me. The only reason I've come on here is because my fucking address has been put out.
Unfortunately, though, you have put yourself in that situation by housing him. You know, he's not your problem. He had over a year to find a property. That's his fault if he hasn't found one. He was given plenty of time. You know, so you sound like you've got your life together and you sound like a good parent. I wouldn't jeopardise that by allowing poison in your home, and that is the truth.
And I didn't want to come to you, Chris, because you were ruggy.
Because I'm what?
You can't say that word on here. A ruggy.
Oh, yeah, I've got you. Well, that's not true either.
Well, that's what Kurtis said to me.
Don't get me wrong. At the weekends, I like to let my hair down a bit.
Don't we all?
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I like to let my hair down, and I've been known to partake in things at the weekends.
Oh, right. Well, apparently, and I know he's listening, and did I eat curse? Seriously. Apparently, he didn't want to come to yours because he didn't want to get back on that because you're on it.
I was on it bad.
I think Kurtis has come in now under TikTok Observer.
No, he can't have done because he stood right next to me. He can't have done.
Has he got a phone in his hand by any
No,
chance?
I 100% guarantee you that. No, he hasn't.
So all I'm saying to you, Chris...
The reason I've come on...
I know, love.
He doesn't get involved in this, and my address has been put out there. I'm not bothered about my address has been put out there. If anybody turns up, then they turn up. However, it's putting my kids, and then that's different. That involves me then. You know what I mean? I don't want to be involved in all this TikTok fucking Yahoo. I couldn't give two flying fucks what you all do all day. I really can't. Like I say, this is all new to me, this TikTok business. I don't do TikTok. My daughter knows more about TikTok than me.
But this isn't a TikTok thing. That minimises it. This is a serious thing, a real life thing.
I understand that.
And you, with all due respect, you have put yourself in this position now by housing him.
So I've put myself in this position, right? So if people put my address out there, right, for people to come round to my property, not Kurtis's, to my property. So if people come round to my property, who's put my kids in danger? Is that me?
You have, because I'm...
Chris, wait a minute. Oh, let me clear that up. People aren't going to come to your property, Chris. They're not going to be coming and banging your door in and doing all this crap. They're going to be waiting for him to come out.
Well, I've lived here like 10, 11 years now.
Yeah.
I've never had a fucking problem. Not with a neighbour, not with anybody walking down the street, nobody.
And
never had a problem.
And you know what, Chris? Honestly, nobody is going to come and knock on your door. Nobody. We already know that there's children there, so nobody, as a mother and a grandmother myself, nobody is going to come and knock on your door at all.
So what happens, let's say, right, what happens...
You want me to answer you truthfully, don't you?
Yeah, obviously, of course.
All the time?
Of course.
Right, go on.
So what happens, let's say one day, I decide I'm going out, and Kurtis comes with me, and then somebody approaches him. What position does that leave me in?
Well, you're going to stand up with Kurtis, obviously.
Well, I've got to, haven't I?
No, you haven't got to. This is the thing. You haven't. You owe Kurtis nothing.
Can I just say as well? Can I just say?
I don't owe anything.
Listen, can I just say, having Kurtis there when he has so many enemies is a massive safeguard issue for your children.
But that's nothing to do with me, is it? All this.
It's not, darling. No, it's not. Listen, it's not. This situation is nothing to do with you or your children. But, like Wendy said, these people, when they know where he is, they're going to be waiting.
Yeah.
And this is what they're trying to say. You and your children are not going to be affected by it. This is a vendetta people have got against Curtis personally.
It's him the one, not you or your kids. They want him.
You see, I'm not bothered, right? I'm not bothered what anybody's fucking problem is with Curtis. I think you're too flying folks. Nothing to do with me.
So it is now to do with
If Curtis comes out of the house with you and your children, these people probably
Nothing will
won't
happen.
approach because with you and your children.
Because I know, Chris, I know.
Everybody read Sarah Taylor's comment down there because that is 100% spot on.
Yeah. Social services will make it your responsibility because you know what's going on with him. You know what he's done.
Right. I've had social services involved with my daughter from being fucking 5 years old.
Yes, and it's not worth you losing your battle, is it?
I've been through the mill with them. I know how social services work. Yeah, that's how I ended up with my daughter in the fucking first place.
Mm-hmm.
Good chill, good.
Fair play to you, you know.
Yeah, big up to you,
you don't get many dads that take that responsibility, you know. But
Cinders,
what I think what they're trying to say.
Let's pause that. Curtis, get out of this live. You vile fucker. That name you keep coming in, she's not even here no more. She unalived herself. You vile man.
I think what they're trying to say, what that lady in the comments is trying to say is, if something like that was to happen around your children, and you're aware of the situation regarding Curtis.
That's my fault.
Well, yeah, because you're having him in your house, darling.
Somebody comes to my address because it's been leaked on here.
Chris, you're totally turning narrative.
No.
Nobody's coming to your address. Nobody's coming to your address. Nobody's coming.
Why does a picture of my address need to be posted?
So they know where he is.
Exactly. See, people are saying what we're trying to say to you. You know, because you're their parent, you're the one that's in charge of their safety. And at the moment, you're willingly putting them at risk because you know the situation and you're allowing it to happen.
If there's a safeguarding issue with me and my children, why is nobody doing nothing about it?
Sure, because they're not aware of it yet.
So Curtis, you stood next to Chris.
So
I hope Curtis, because he stood next to you, Chris.
Listen.
I'm dropping in a minute if everybody's talking.
He's not stood next to me, but he can hear you.
Right, well, Curtis, you knew what was going to happen. I know that you knew. When you said you was going to ruin everybody on this app, mentally, physically, whatever, you knew. As soon as you said them words about Tony, it was me that was doing the ruining, and I will do. And you have gone to that man's house where his children is, knowing that people are looking for you.
He's used you as a safety net, Chris.
I can see that.
He has used you because he knows you've got children in that house. He has used your property as a safety net to try and keep himself safe.
Oh, yeah, he's using him and his children as a shield.
Yep.
Get him out because it's like having a lion in the cage. People are after him, seriously after him.
So, Curtis, when you had to leave, where you had to leave because of what you did.
Right, can I just say one thing, Wendy?
Curtis, your son, the one who was on Delusive Live, who was with Pedlo Wendy Wu.
Wendy, listen to me, please.
Hold on, Bigfoot, what do you mean? Go on, Chris, I'm listening.
Right, one thing I'm going to say, right, this is on my phone, yeah, and this is on my TikTok account. I ain't going to let him respond to anything that anybody says. Right? I'm not going to let him. That's for him and his account and you and your lot's account. That has nothing to do with me.
No. Can you just tell us though, right? He's provoked this tonight because he's been on numerous of our accounts on our lives tonight with somebody else trying to be funny, trying to poke a bear, trying to just get under people's skin.
Right, I'll tell you what I will say, is while I've been with him this evening, he's not been on TikTok.
How long have you been with him?
Well, all night.
Yeah, he has.
He has not been on TikTok. He has not been on TikTok while I've been with him.
That guy cannot come off of TikTok. He's on it constantly.
I don't need to lie.
Right, wait a minute. Is Kurtis your son? No, Kurtis was, I called him my foster son because he called me mother and I took him in and looked after him for a long time. But that's him who was with the dirty peddler, yes. He's not my son. I wish to God I'd never met the boy for what he said about Tony. I don't care what he said about me. I don't care what he's called me. Or what he said about any of my family members. What I cared about and what I will never forgive for long as I have breath in my body, what he said about Tony after she was more than innocent and he wished her to bleed to death. Kurtis, you can hear me. That has got to be the vilest thing that has ever come out of your mouth. The vilest thing, and yes, we all say things when we're angry, just like I have, but never once have I wished your boy any harm. Never once have I wished you to be unalived. Never once have I said one wrong thing about any family member of yours, even when we've been screaming. I've called you like you've called me, but never once have I wished death upon you, and never once have I wished you to be hurt, and you know that in any way, shape or form. Never have I wished any harm on you. Well, do you know what? You're going to get all the harm and all the hurt that's coming your way. You can run, but you can't hide. And yes, Kurtis, people are looking for you like you would never believe.
And can someone
even
what Claire just put, look, if he had any respect for you, Chris, he wouldn't be there. He would leave on his own accord.
So have you noticed all these comments? I've got nothing good to say about Kurtis. Anybody in these comments got good to say about it?
No, I've not even read any of these comments. I'm too busy listening to you guys.
Right, okay.
Do you know Wendy's stepdaughter? She's only a young girl. We only found out that mentally he abused her.
Oh, Kurtis, and this didn't come from me, by the way. It come from Tegan.
And she's only young.
Apparently, Kurtis, she was pulling her hair out because she stressed her out that much.
Yes, she's scared. She's scared in her own home. There's few that are.
Who's this?
Tegan.
I don't know who that is either.
Kurtis does. And do you know what? I never even asked that question, Kurtis. She jumped in my life. She jumped in my life and said she dared tell me before.
And you've done it to Sophie as well, who has learning difficulties and is a vulnerable single mum. Who rang me in tears about it.
He's bullying
and
harassing vulnerable women and children.
And Kurtis, tell Chris how old Tegan were when she come to yours and Mary's.
1 minute, I'm going to ask him.
Ask him.
Is that the one he made do a video?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't need to lie to this.
About 7? Is that right?
Yeah. Probably 7, 8, yeah.
This is why I worry now that you said your girls, that your daughter's only young. Don't trust him.
My daughter's
Do not trust him, love. You
Do you know
your
what?
daughter,
Do
there's
you know
not many
what?
men who will.
Do you know what, Chris?
And you won.
Chris, do
Don't
you know
trust
what?
him, they're your daughter.
Chris, do you know what? I always thought, that's a lie, but it's not actually because I've said it. I always thought that Kurtis was good to Tegan until I fired Elida up last week, and she always come in my life. He knows she did. We always spoke, blah, 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 And then we were talking about him and about how he affected my wife with what he said and about how he affected other people. And Tegan just jumped in comments, Chris. I was absolutely sat on my life crying my eyes out.
And he actually made her do a video as well to torture Wendy with, weren't it? Is that right?
Yeah.
You don't. I know you say you know him, look.
I just come off. Yes, sure. My thumb is there. You can still hear it, but I have to hold my thumb on it to keep it playing so it don't keep stopping and my phone don't close. But everybody can hear it.
Him, love, but
Wow.
you don't know how dangerous he is to vulnerable women and children.
So I actually said, Curtis, to Tegan, Princess as I call her, why didn't you tell me that before? She was too scared to tell me because you were always in live, and that come from her mouth, not mine.
It did. I was on that live.
Thank you.
Well, I will say, I'm not condoning anything. Right? I'm not. If he's guilty of something, then he's guilty of it, right? But what's an 8-year-old doing on TikTok in these kind of lives?
She wasn't 8. She's not 8 now. She's 14.
No. Well, I don't know, do I? I don't know.
Right, well, that's Curtis. She's 14 now.
I don't think blaming the victim is very productive either, to be honest, you know?
No, she's not 8. She's 14. So she comes in my life.
It happened to her from the age of 7.
And he threatened not long ago to stab him and his mates to go and stab a young lad.
That's Tanya's son we're on about.
Yes, it is Tanya's son we're on about.
Absolutely disgusting, you vile piece of shit.
Do you know the only response you're getting from me?
Hang on,
I don't want to hear his voice on your live.
1 minute. Sorry, 1 minute. The only response you're getting is none of you.
Yeah, exactly.
Because this is my fucking phone.
No.
And this is my life. So there ain't no fucking response.
They ain't getting none. They ain't getting none.
Shut up then.
We don't want it, we just want to see blood pour out your body like you wanted it to do to Tony. You sick fucking prick.
Wait a minute, there's no arguing. There's no arguing on my phone.
I'm just simply answer the facts.
End of.
Throw him to the lions.
I am a fucking lion, there's the problem.
Yeah. Me too.
Well,
and my family.
Pick out
And
your
my friends.
daughter, love. Get him out.
It's not worth you losing all that hard work as you fight for custody.
And as a parent, do you, you might know, I don't know, but do you also know what he said about his own child on social media, by any chance?
1 minute. Curtis, get out of this live in Cinders' name. I swear to God, because you're just making it worse for yourself.
By any chance?
Yeah, he lied about his kid being ill, didn't he?
He lied about his kid having meningitis and losing his legs.
I know about that, yeah. I'm not saying I fucking agree with it, because I don't. Obviously, of course I don't. But yeah, I do know about that. I didn't know about the losing the legs bit.
Yeah.
Apparently Marcus has lost his legs due to
I didn't know about the meningitis thing. I didn't know that.
Yeah.
So,
Actually, I ain't got a problem with any of you. I don't know any of you. None of you know me. You know what I mean? The only reason
They're talking about it, sure, because this affects people personally. If you don't like it, please get out of the live. Cinder's bright eyes.
that I've decided to speak is because I know a picture of my ass was put up.
right, and I've just answered you, Chris, so we can go round in
I know you
circles.
have. No, I know you have. All I'm doing is I'm just saying that's the only reason I was here. Now, I'm not here to argue with any of you.
And neither are we.
I don't know any of you. You could all be really nice people. You could all be horrible people. I don't know. I don't know you.
Well, let me tell you something. Whatever Curtis says about me, I'm a nice person. And I always have been.
I judge people on who I speak to. I don't judge people on what other people tell me people are like.
He threatened. Look, he threatened to get someone to marry. Yeah, look. See, listen. Honestly, to God, look at.
1 minute, guys. My hand's hurting.
Look at these comments.
That
See,
one
I'm
there,
not even reading the comments.
Well, they're all not very good, but listen.
You need to read
he
the comments.
threatened my disabled friend who's got a daughter who's also disabled. Yeah, and the daughter's 9. He threatened to go to her house. He even got Trina on the phone threatening the disabled woman what they weren't going to do to her, saying fat shaming her and stuff like that, on about her teeth. Things like that. Is that nice?
Fuck me, I've only got about 5 teeth in my mouth.
Yeah, but I'm saying, can you see what this mentally does to vulnerable women?
Can somebody
You know
pin Jamie's
what? I'll tell
comment?
you what.
Can somebody pin Jamie's comment, please?
What? I'm originally from Mansfield, and I'm going to open my mouth
Her family live down there.
loud and clear. And I know the people, you know what people are like. Lady Brooke, Woodhouse.
You know what?
You know what they all like, and you know what?
You know Lady Brooke, I'll be honest with you, right, Julia. Right, you know Lady Brooke, Mansfield Woodhouse, and Kirby Woodhouse. I'm a nuts boy. I ain't bothered about fucking none of them, believe me.
I'm not on about you, love. No harm, we can assure you. No harm is coming to you. It's not you the one.
I think the point is here, though. You have got, right, one way or another.
You know, as long as my daughter or my son ain't there, I don't really give 2 flying fucks if I'm
Right,
honest.
Chris, let me answer you that one, love. Honestly, Chris, I swear to you, and whatever he says, like I've just said about, he knows that I tell truth. And say it as it is, and I always have done. And I always have done, and I've always been loyal to him. Well, never know more. I always thought he was loyal to me, clearly not. So nobody's coming to your house, Chris. Nobody is coming to knock on your door. Nobody will go anywhere where your family is. This isn't about you or your family. Listen, I brought children up, honestly to God. It's... So I'm telling you now.
Concern.
Right, listen, let me verify that concern for you. Off this app, when you get off this call, ask him what I am really like. And you know what, Kurtis, you need to sit there and tell your friend what I am really like in real life. The Wendy that you know. The Wendy that you once loved. The Wendy that you've had my name on your tattoo on your wrist. When he comes off this call, you tell him. So I'm going to tell you, Chris, as a woman that speaks truth. I'll even put my camera on because I've got a Wendy woman with me on the book.
I'll put mine on. I don't know how to fucking do it, like, but I'm not
just so you can see me.
All these TikToks are a load of fucking shit to me, haven't they?
Right, listen, I'm here. So, Chris, listen, when... I know I look a bit old now, but never mind. When you come off this call, you ask that man to tell you the truth about me.
Hold on a minute. Give me a sec.
Oh, what you done that for?
Hold on, give me a sec. I ain't got enough I ain't got enough followers to fucking put my camera on.
I just think the point's being missed here. I really do. I have to say it.
It's fine.
Present in your house.
Chris, you don't have to put your camera on. I'm asking you to do this, and you don't have to do it. You can say, Wendy, I'm not doing it, and I'm gonna say. I'm going to say, and then I'm not saying anymore. Listen, Chris, when you put this down, when you come off this live, you ask that man that you've known for a long time, that man that I've known for a long time, like you have looked after him, I've looked after him, in every single way a mother would look after a son, I'm telling you. And I'm on about...
He's told me that before, believe it or not.
Right, I'm telling you. So, you ask him what I'm really like, and if he tells you truth, then he will tell you I have got... An heart of gold, and I will do anything for anybody. And I forgave him for loads more stuff than people can imagine. We had a disagreement Boxing Day. Stupid. I'd had a drink. He told everybody I was an alcoholic. I wish I were a fucking alcoholic. I've been a businesswoman for 33 years. He's been in my pub all day with his family and never paid for a fucking thing. I've given him everything I could give him and more. So, everything that he said about me, everything that I've said about him, we've apologised for and gone and moved past it. What I won't forgive him for is wishing my wife dead. Curtis, them words should never, ever, ever come out of your mouth about Tony. Never. Do you know why? Because you know that she could die in that operating table. You know. We spoke. For a 1 in 7 chance. You fucking know, and that, yes, you did hurt me. You broke my heart. But you also broke Tony's heart as well. So for that, I will never forgive you as long as I breathe.
No, but I know, Wendy, I understand that totally, darling, I really do. But we are missing the point here. He has let somebody in his house who went...
Just wait, Paul, just wait a minute. We know what he's done.
People don't want to be fucking jumping on me, you know.
Paul, just wait. Because I was speaking to him, because Curtis can hear what I'm saying. I need Curtis to know.
Now, bearing in mind, I'm sympathising with you, Wendy, right now.
I want Curtis to know I will never speak to that man, Curtis, as long as I live. If you are ill in hospital, I will never visit you. If you are on the street, I will never let you come to my door again. I will never, ever, ever forgive you. You absolutely broke my heart when you said that about 2 people that have financially looked after you. One of them for years and years, more than your own family have. So I am done with you, and I'm going to tell you now, Chris, nobody will come to your door, nobody will bang on your door, nobody will do anything on your door. It's him, and they will wait for you, Curtis. I swear to God, on my wife's life, on Cinders. You even wish my dead friend, Cinders. Do you know my friend? Chris ended her life a while ago, and he sent me fucking...
Trigger warning, guys.
Messages with Cinders, fuck you, Cinders, is vile. Curtis, you are never forgiven. I will never forgive you. And I am sending people to find you. Trust me. And that's it. Chris, nothing to do with you at all. That's it. Get me out of this big box.
I don't know how I'm doing it. What do I do?
It's all right. They've done it. I'm done. I'm done with you, Curtis. I will watch you suffer like you have never suffered in your life for what you put my wife through.
What I'm going to ask you, Wendy, right? One thing. What I'm going to ask you is, this in his life, yeah? He's not in this, I am. Yes, he can hear you. Yes, he can hear you. I ain't going to let him respond to anything. Because this is my phone and my account.
Do it yourself.
Well, clearly not. I just, I can't believe that the fact that he's been around pedlos is just getting washed over. You've got 2 kids in your house. This world has gone mad. I swear to God.
Yeah.
It really has gone mad. You've got 2 kids in your house and you're letting someone like that in there. Do you know what?
They're ringing social services.
Honestly.
If it's an issue, if you guys think it's an issue, right, and it is a danger to my children, then...
No, but what's worrying me is you don't think it's an issue.
We haven't already been called to be honest.
you please hear me out? If any of you think that it's an issue that he's here and he's a danger to my children, then you have a duty, right, to safeguard and ring the authorities.
No, you have a duty.
You have a duty,
You're their
Chris.
parents. You are their
because
parent.
I haven't got a
You
duty.
do. You're their parent. You are allowing this.
I haven't got a duty because I'm in no fucking doubt in my mind. I'm in no doubt in my mind that my children are in danger.
Well, then that just
Somebody
says
else-
everything. It says
Somebody
everything.
else, since my children are in danger, then somebody else should make the call to the local authorities.
No, you should.
You
All it takes, darling, is for you to tell him to leave.
You don't have to leave.
Oh God, honestly, do you know? There's nothing we can say to
Right,
you.
well, I think on that note then, this conversation can end now.
If other people think that he is a risk to my children, which I don't think, so I'm not doing social services, I don't think he's a risk.
So if everybody's telling you that he
Other
is,
people, listen, if other people think that he is a risk to my children, then they should make the appropriate phone calls.
so if other people are telling you that he is, Chris, does that not ring bells?
I'm
Yes,
I'm flabbergasted. What has happened to the proper parents out there that protect their kids?
What? You mean the proper parents like me that's had full control of my daughter from fucking...
So I'm starting to wonder how that's the case now.
No, that's the case. You don't even want to fucking start on me. Hey, listen, right?
Oh, that's responsible, isn't it, darling? You won't learn, I tell you. As a parent, you need to be embarrassed. You embarrassed yourself on this app because you have shown no judgment.
Right, innit? I'm a bad parent,
Oh,
innit?
let's not get it heated. It's not been heated all night.
It don't need to be heated. It doesn't
That's what
need
I'm saying. It doesn't need to be an heated argument.
I haven't come on here to argue with anybody.
Do you know what, Curtis? If you've got any respect for that man, and his children, you will leave the house. If you have any respect for that man and his children, you will leave the house. You have to put everybody else, don't you? You have to do it to everybody else because you can't fight your own battles, because you can't confront people. I'll tll you what, I'll get in my car in the morning and I'll come, shall I?
Wendy, listen. Wendy. I'm not fighting this battle. I'm not fighting this battle.
Oh, just 1 minute. Bright Eyes, unblock Azza is a friend, sweetie. But thank you for being a good mod. Jess, yes.
Who did you say, Wendy? Sorry.
Hazza.
Right, okay. It's just because he had low followers, that's all.
No, darling. Thank you. Jess, yes. That's right, it was his.
His battles and who he's fell out with. It's nothing to do with me.
You keep saying that, but it is because you're housing him. I mean, am I the only one here that's seeing sense, or am I in some fucking parallel universe here? What's going on?
No, we're all saying.
I agree.
Yeah, I agree.
And everybody in comments agrees. At the end of the day, Chris, you do have a duty of care, don't you, really?
Unfortunately, I think
I have a duty of care, right? I have a duty of care of my kids, that's correct.
You do have a duty of care. So what I'm saying is, you have a duty of care over you.
What I'm saying is, I don't see Kurtis as a risk to my children.
Right. Even though what you've heard, you still don't see as a risk to your children. So you still have a duty of care. So what you should be doing is, in the morning, ringing the social services, asking them to come out to your house and say, I'm just doing it because I have a duty of care on my children. I have this certain person in my house Can we dig deeper, please, just to make sure? So that's your duty of care.
You mean go like Claire's law? Because that's what that is. That is what Claire's law.
That's for DV.
That's different.
It's nothing to do with children. It's DV.
So ring the social...
Cinders, Curtis, get out. Seriously. How dare you keep coming in her name?
Ring the social services and tell them that you've been chatting to a lot of people that has concerns. Listen, I didn't have concerns. I do, just like everybody else does, for a reason. And if he's going to call Princess a liar, then he needs to be careful.
And also, you do need to consider the fact that what if you and him fall out? What do you think he's going to do with your...
I was just going to say, unfortunately, it sounds like Chris is going to have to learn the hard way, like everybody else has had to learn the hard way, and it's not nice. Let me tell you, it's not nice. But that's Chris's decision, and if that's how he wants to do it, he's a grown man.
Jamie, have you seen that, what Jen's put Meg B?
So duty of your care is, Chris, probably pick your phone up in the morning, ring social services, speak to somebody. I'm sure they'll come out and visit you, and I'm sure they'll check him out. So that...
Curtis ran social services, right, the week he got here. About seeing his kid. I was there.
But he's not seen him on 14th of March, is he?
Well, no.
Maybe not, I don't know.
Mary's got concern.
His contact with his child.
He's not seeing his child.
Contact with his child is nothing to do with me.
Right, well, I'm telling you, he was supposed to see Marcus on 14th of this month.
There's a reason why he's not been allowed.
He's not seen him.
What's the reason he can't?
Because Mary has got concerns over the safety of Marcus. That's why. She said that from her own mouth. She's got concerns for his safety.
Right, so I'll take that on board. But what concerns has she got?
Would you like me to tell you, Chris?
No, I don't. No, I want to hear it from somebody else.
Go on, let me tell you first. Go on. Because you know it all.
I don't want to hear his fucking... Shut him up, because I don't want to hear his fucking voice.
I don't want to sit on one side, right? So I don't want to sit on your side. I want to hear everything what everybody else has got to say as well.
Chris, do you want receipts?
So I can take two stories into consideration instead of one. Yeah? That's good enough, isn't it?
So, are you wanting proof of all this?
No, I'm not wanting proof. What I'm saying is, what is Mary? What are Mary's concerns of Curtis seeing his son? That's what I want to know.
There's lots of concerns.
The fact that he's pissed off so many people that he himself is in danger. So by her letting him see Marcus, that makes Marcus in danger, which is the exact same situation.
And by, wait a minute, and by I didn't even know this because he was told, and by Curtis, allowed his son, his beautiful boy, to go to somebody's house.
Trigger warning.
They've done that to a disabled child. Wait a minute, let me finish. And he told Mary that Tony had been in prison for rugs, not for doing what he did to a child.
What about Mary locking somebody up fucking inside a caravan? That's all over the news.
Yeah. Which Curtis knew about and decided to live with her. So he's just as guilty as she is. And you're allowing that in your house.
You know, it's always guilty by association.
He weren't with her then, though, was he?
But she's got him.
I know he weren't with her then because...
You're not listening. Chris, you're not listening. You're saying you want to listen to two stories, but you're not listening. She's... still got Marcus. Yes, she did that, but she still got him. He, and I didn't even know, he took his son and I'll repeat it. He's a beautiful boy. Marcus is an absolutely beautiful boy. And you know what? He took his son to that house knowing what that, yes, fucking that, had done to a disabled fucking child. He lied to Mary and told Mary he went to prison for rugs, not for doing what he did to a child. He allowed that, him being the father.
Can I just clear that one bit up?
Oh, fuck off, I don't want to hear your voice.
You dirty fuzz.
Give me.
Right, guys, that was me. I dropped that, Chris. He just come back up in a minute. I dropped that, Chris, because I really don't want to hear Curtis's voice at all. At all. So he just come back in 1 minute.
I did that because I don't want to hear his voice.
I don't blame you, because I was just about to do the same, to be honest.
I just hear his voice. Listening after all what he's heard. I mean, that is a concern in itself, to be honest, the lack of judgment.
That's right.
They're probably all in it together.
Yeah, I would only have to hear someone say, you do know that guy has been around peddlers. That would be enough for me. Yeah, of course. I feel like I'm in a parallel world. Like, what the hell?
Sorry, but if I was housing somebody and somebody came on live and told me all this, came to me and told me all of this stuff, it'd be out now. It'd have been gone.
And he said, oh, it's nothing to do with me. Well, I'm sorry, sir, but it is, because you decided to house him. You're harbouring him. Yeah?
It's a safeguarding issue.
So if you're listening, Chris, I dropped you because I don't want to hear that vile man's voice. So you're more than welcome to come back up, but I don't want... You said you weren't going to let him speak on here, and he is, because he has to get his 2 penneth. He's having no 2 penneth with me. He's disgusting, he's vile, he's a bully. He's a fucking keyboard warrior, and the lot. I'm telling you.
Tell you something. This Chris... The only reason why he's doing this is because Kurtis has stood at the side of him, breathing down his neck.
Mm-hmm. Yes. And he does have a responsibility.
Kurtis is in his ear. That's what it is.
Mm. And this is a common pattern. He does this. He moves from person's house to person's house.
He manipulates people mentally.
And do you know what?
It's up to one of us. It's up to somebody to ring the social services.
Do you know what, Curtis? And I know you're listening. Do you know what, Curtis? You never thought I would tell anybody where you are, did you? You never thought I would tell anybody where you were. Well, do you know what? I have. And you deserve everything that's coming to you.
Chris, I can't understand why.
Fetch him back up.
Shut his mouth. Shut his mouth.
Can somebody fetch Chris back up?
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not staying on for much longer though, guys.
Yeah, me neither. It's 1 o'clock.
He's back.
Hi, Chris. Before you say anything, it was me that dropped you because I don't want to hear that vile man's mouth voice.
I don't know how all this works. I don't know how I got dropped today. I ain't got a clue. Don't know how none of it works.
Curtis knows. Curtis, I dropped your friend that's looking after you because I heard your voice. I don't want to hear your voice for as long as I live. The only time I want to hear your voice is when you're screaming in fucking agony. And trust me, on Cinders' fucking headstone, you will suffer. And now I'm going to make myself a cup of tea.
Please don't make threats at that.
That weren't a threat.
That weren't a threat. That was a promise.
No. Maybe so.
Trust me, that wasn't a threat. That was a promise. And do you know why that's been made? Because he wished my wife dead. Are you not listening, Chris?
I know. I've heard. I don't agree with it. Of course I don't fucking agree with it. It's disgusting.
And wanted to stab a young lad up. Sending all his friends. Kurtis ain't got the friends.
And threatened me to get someone to come to my house where my kid is. So and I I'm disabled as well.
And she's got autism. He's threatening vulnerable women and vulnerable children. And that's safe for your daughter to be around. I don't think so, love. Is your daughter your
Right,
duty?
if you guys are genuinely concerned, right?
Very, very.
Because I have not got an issue with any one of you. Don't know any of you, right? If you have got a concern and you believe it's a genuine concern,
very much.
Ring the appropriate authorities.
Okay, I will do that tomorrow. I will take that upon myself, and I will ring Mansfield Social Services tomorrow.
I ain't gonna fucking take it against her. I ain't gonna victimise her over doing something.
I've got to do
You
it.
don't.
You know why?
You do not.
Hold on a minute, Michelle.
It weren't me.
Oh, sorry. I've got to do this because I'm a mother of 4. I'm a grandmother of 4.
And
I can't let any kid get hurt.
If you think there's a genuine concern, by all means, I give you all my heart to ring the appropriate authorities.
Okay, so
I do genuinely.
I'm going to do that in the morning. I must do that. For your child's safety.
And if you think that my children could be at risk, I'd appreciate. You did do that.
Okay, well, I'm going to do that tomorrow then.
If you believe it's a genuine threat, then yeah, you should.
Very genuine, love. And you know, the police already know about who were going to stab that young lad last week. The police already know they're looking for him.
Julie,
the police are looking for Kurtis.
They're open 24/7, someone's put.
Yeah, they
If they're looking for him, they should know where he is. Everybody else fucking seems to know where he is.
No,
He's registered at your address, darling.
The address has been leaked tonight because he was acting a dick. So now the address has been leaked. When I phone the social workers tomorrow, which I must do, as a mum and grandma of 4.
If you feel you need to, as a mother, then you should.
I'm going to do it, love, and I'm, with or without your permission, I will do that for your child's safety.
Yeah, I'm not going to laugh at you. I'm not going to fall out with you about that. If you believe there is a genuine issue, then you should do that. You should do that.
Somebody who can do and say the 6 things what he said to a lot of people.
It's not just that though, Chris. It's not just that though, is it?
Safe.
It's not just that. It's Chris and his children don't deserve.
And you to fight for your daughter.
Be affected by this.
For all them years. And it's absolutely fantastic. I don't know you, but I give you 100% as a dad for fighting for your daughter. But you know what?
One at a time, or some drop.
You're not protecting her at the minute.
Like I said, I've had 100% full custody of my...
Trigger warning, guys.
...of my daughter since she was fucking 6 and a half, nearly 7 years old.
And that's good.
She's 15 now.
Mm-hmm.
She sees her mum once a fortnight on my phone there. I can stop that any time I want.
Yeah, but then you'd not got somebody like Kurtis in your house, had you?
I just don't know if you really...
What I'm trying to say to you, everything you guys are saying to me, right, I'm taking on board. However, it's not the Kurtis that I know. So what I am saying, if you think there is a genuine risk, then you should do the right thing.
Chris, you're not listening. Chris, listen to me. Just as a parent, just listen to me for 1 minute. If somebody said to me, and I had my children at home, I had Princess in my house, and she's 13 now. If I put somebody up in my house and somebody said to me, all these people on this app, you've got 102 people in this room and people commenting. I know you're not looking at comments, but we all are. If somebody said to me,
wow.
So if somebody said to me, that person you've got staying in your house when you need to get them out because they're a danger or whatever, they're gone. They have to get them back to the pack to be gone.
If I thought he was a risk, he would be gone.
But everybody's telling you that he is, so you have a duty of care to do that. I don't get it.
No, but also I don't think Chris realises
Your
that...
child.
Hold on. Can I just say something? Sorry. I don't think you realise, Chris, though, this is the bit that worries me, is you've already said you've had issues with social services, yeah? So if they do get involved again, there is a risk that you could lose your kids. Is it worth it over Curtis? Well, there is. Yeah, but your judgment will be called into question, and right now you're not showing good judgment.
My parenting does not need to be questioned.
Well, yeah, because you're failing, Chris. You're failing to know that your daughter is in the same house as somebody like that animal.
What exactly, right? Has he done to put my daughter at risk?
It's his background.
Oh
It's his rapport. It's the things that he's done to other people. So other
children. He's been around someone that's had indecent images of children. I mean, does that not ring any alarm bells?
He hasn't.
Well, yes, he has.
I knew Curtis at this time when he was
arrested.
Right,
so his ex wasn't charged with that then?
I knew Curtis when he was arrested and when Keith was arrested and when Keith was charged and he wasn't. I knew him then.
So Keith weren't charged with having indecent images?
Keith was charged.
Right, okay. Well, Curtis hung around with him.
He wasn't.
No, but Curtis went back to him knowing he was charged for that. So that is a concern in itself. I mean, I give up.
Babs, are you living... Babs Mansfield. Are you using Mansfield as that's your town? Can you let me know?
Right, let's put it this way then, right? If you was with a lady...
Hang on, who's Tilly 112? Is Chris scared of Curtis? Certainly not. No.
Listen,
I'm
going to put it in...
1 second, guys. Thank you for liking live. Can you just please hold off because we can't see who's coming in. Thank you, Jess, love.
I'm going to put it in this form, right? If you was with a lady, and ladies can do this too, it's been known, and she was charged with having indecent pictures of a minor, would you continue a relationship or go back to her after leaving her, knowing what she'd been charged with?
Trigger warning.
If she'd been charged.
If she'd been charged, would you continue a relationship with her when you have children, knowing what she had been charged with?
I wouldn't go back to a relationship, no.
Exactly.
Okay,
and that's what Curtis did.
Not in my eyes, he didn't.
But he did. In the eyes of... All right, then.
I was there, remember?
I understand you was there, and I understand you was there for him as a friend. I understand that. But what I'm saying is, if you was with a lady and she was charged, would you go back to that lady knowing what she had been charged with if you had a young child yourself?
No, I wouldn't.
Right. So Curtis going back, no matter what it was for, whether it was for the house... whether it's for anything. He put himself back into that vicinity where that man was when he had a young, like, he knew what he had done.
Curtis didn't have a kid at that time.
No, that's what I know. I stopped myself because he didn't have a child at that time.
Yes, Tanya, yes.
But he still went back knowing what he'd done. So, in the eyes of everybody else, that is Kurtis showing support to somebody who has been charged with indecent images of children.
And by the way, the lady whose son was threatened by him has just came in alive.
Oh. We threatened to stab up.
Right, guys, I'll just do a quick recap here. This lady that's coming in is Tanya, Queen. Jess, I'm all right. Well, I'm not all right, but I'm just going to let it play. So,
a young kid.
So this lady that's coming in, her son, Kurtis threatened her son. I just need to let it play, Jess, and get it all done with, because it's my mental health's through roof at the minute. But I need to play it if people understand what I mean. 1 minute.
Kid. Him and his mates, what they weren't going to do to that poor lad. Just like when these people get...
Can someone...
Can somebody bring Tanya?
We can. Listen, I will, but I am not streaming much longer. No screaming.
Good evening.
Right, this is the boy's mother.
I'm not screaming, love.
Massive trigger warning, guys. It is Edna.
Chris, this is the boy's mother who we threatened to stab up.
Oh, you got yourself a nice little friend there. This guy's come up, Tanya, because I doxed his address. Did you, love? Because I was sick to death of Curtis coming in. Fake account, and I said, Curtis, you come in one more time and I'll put your address up where you are, and he came in. So I put
Yeah, but it weren't in Wendy.
It wasn't.
So how did you know that address had been leaked then?
Thing is, though, comes in all the time, Chris, you haven't got a clue what's going on, have you, mate? You're just
Curtis was told that somebody leaked his address.
Curtis was told by who?
Well, it happened quick.
Just hear me out. Right? Curtis got a message saying his address had been leaked, right, with a picture and a screenshot. Right? Curtis shown it to me, and I said, "Is that going on live now?" Curtis said, "Yeah." I went, "Put me in that live." So I got Curtis. I don't even use this fucking shit. So I got Curtis to put me in here.
What time did this all happen? I have to open my eyes.
Only a couple of hours ago. So why was Curtis watching the live then anyway?
He wasn't watching the live. He got a message.
Is he constantly watching the live, mate?
I don't know who, but he got a message off somebody else.
So Tanya, what we're trying to do
Ask him to tell you who.
Chris has the sole custody of his 15-year-old.
And you might want to just come on this address. You've got 111 people.
She was 11-year-old.
I've been on TikTok for time.
We're trying to make him see the danger.
I don't use it. Check
The
out
Curtis
everything I've
to his
posted.
daughter.
You can't talk. 23 people can't talk. No, just hang in on.
Right, I don't use TikTok when there. Yes, I am.
Right, Tanya, I'll tell you what happened. He kept coming. I don't care what anybody said. Chris, I don't care. I'm not disrespectful. I don't care what you say. He kept coming in all these names that we all know. Blah, blah, blah. Same things that we all know is said.
No, Wendy, you're wrong.
I'm speaking to Tanya. I'm speaking to Tanya. So I said, Curtis, you come back in. You come back in one more time with a fake account and I'm going to dox the address where you were. Even though I've had this address for a long time, by the way. Even though, and a few people have got this address. So what did he decide to do? Come in again. So I doxed his address. So then Chris has come up. So we've told him what's happened, and I've said to him, nobody's going to knock on your door. Nobody's going to fucking do anything to your house. What what they're doing is waiting for him to come out. That's what they're doing. So we're telling him what everything's happened, and he says, and we have a responsibility for social services. He has a responsibility.
He doesn't see any concern for his kids at all.
You got kids, Chris, yeah?
Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Yeah, he's got sole custody. He fought for it and he got her. Good luck to him.
I mean, yeah, obviously, as long as you look after your kids, but you've got someone there that has been, you know, under social workers before, and he needs checking anyway. We all know he didn't get charged, but his mate obviously did, but... Really know the full story, all in all. At the end of the day, mate, you're just yet another person getting used.
This is the worrying thing, Tan. He does know. He knows about Kurtis's ex being arrested for the indecent images and all of that, and he still doesn't think there's any concern at all.
Well, not after you didn't check it out, then, mate.
He also knows about him taking his son to Trina and Tony's, and he told Mary that he was in prison for rugs, not for doing that to a child.
Does Chris know he's on mute?
What a crazy situation.
I'm trying to unmute him and it's not doing anything.
No, I didn't know I was on mute, but
there you go.
I've done it. Like I said, my argument is not with any of you. He just needs to go to a place where there's homeless place for people in a hotel. That's what normal people do. Not go popping around to everyone else's houses where there's people and families. He needs to go and sort his own place out, get his own flat. I agree. Yeah,
this is what we're saying.
That can happen within a few hours, though, so I don't know why he's even doing that around other people.
This is what we were saying, Tanya.
Yeah, no, that's what
He's using Chris and his children as a shield.
He rang me up and said he needed somewhere to stay. So I said, of course you can stay here, mate, for a bit. That's how it went down.
Did he tell you why you needed somewhere to stay?
One second, a minute. He told me because he'd been kicked out of the place he was living in. But that's what he does with every person he's lived with. So, maybe time to get your own place, get your own settled time, and have your own son under your own regulations that you've got to do. At the end of the day, and it's not just him. Let's talk about Sheehan and Tony. And Tony's man who kidnapped a young man and tortured him in boiled water and busted a knife and stabbed him and chained him up by the neck and sang barbecue films and all, and then went to jail. And they're the type of people that are all together. You're not getting that, Chris?
And then took his son to the house and told his son's mother that he went to prison for rugs, when Kurtis knew exactly what that man went to prison for, but he still took Marcus, and Marcus never went back. Here again. Oh, Shirley, we're young, man.
Yeah, well, apparently, yes, that's not going to be happening anymore, will it? So, she's got to protect the child now.
So we're just saying to Chris, Tanya, nothing is going to happen to Chris's house. Nobody's going to knock on his door. His children are as safe as our children. It's not the house they want. They know where he is, and they want Kurtis. And you know what, Kurtis? You know me. They will find you. They will get you wherever you are. For what you said about my wife, not for nothing else, because I don't give a flying monkey's fuck.
And Niall as well.
Yeah, and Niall. How could you even say that to a boy?
Do you know since Curtis has moved here, right? Just changing the subject a little bit, right? Do you know since he's moved in here, I've tried to keep him off TikTok.
You've got no chance, mate. He's on here 24/7.
He likes trolling too
days a week. You want to see the amount of accounts he's got because you need to open your eyeballs.
I can well imagine because I know him.
Yeah.
So I can well imagine.
So do I know him. So does Wendy know him.
Yeah.
We know what's happening. So does Paul. And we're not
I'm here, right? The thing is, right?
Nearly finished, guys.
Everybody said tonight it's because he was in this live. That's not true. That is not true.
How do you know that?
Because he was stood in the kitchen with me and got a fucking message, right? I don't know.
Tell him to go and pass us all the phones to the police. Yeah. Tell him to go and pass the phones to the police. Let's get the phones checked. I believe everything he says.
Right, I don't know who messaged him, right? I don't. All
I can't tell you anyway because he ain't got bollocks.
Thing is, though, it's funny how you know he's got a message. You haven't got a clue who the message is off.
Send a picture of my car outside my house.
Right, listen, that's what happens when you have people like that in your house.
Somebody's what?
Yeah, but now it's involving me, isn't it?
Yeah, you involved yourself by putting them there. Sorry, mate, but you did.
Somebody's
I've
what?
involved myself.
That's what I said, Tan.
You involved yourself.
What did you just say, Chris? Somebody's what?
Instead of all you lot fucking sitting here, fucking nattering amongst yourself, why don't you do the right thing, ring the appropriate authorities, and get something fucking
Why
done
don't you
about
go
it?
with... You know what, Chris? Go and ring the police right now.
Because I don't think my child's in danger.
Now we'll go and get you a policeman at your door now if your kid's in danger, mate.
Right, well, all right. If that's the case, If that's the case, she's going to sort it out. So
I'll prove my fucking work to
it's been nice talking to you.
I'm sorry, Bright Eyes, can I say one
I
thing?
hope you wake up and smell the coffee one day.
Sorry, darling. Chris, if you're really not bothered, right, then let Wendy put your address back up so the people in here can ring social
I'm telling you,
for you.
it's 11 Vernon Road, Kirkby in Ashfield.
Right, everybody, if you're concerned.
Echo Juliet. There's my fucking address.
Right, if you're concerned,
That's how much I'm
contact.
bothered. That's how much I'm bothered.
Also, he docked his own address as well.
I'm bothered.
Go on then, Wendy, put it up so people in...
Okay, Rubber Duck. I'll have a look shortly, sweet.
Up so people in here then can ring if they're concerned. If you're not bothered.
About your kids,
11 Vernon Road, Kirkby
Big
in
box,
Ashfield.
please.
November
box.
Golf 178 Echo Juliet.
It's okay, we're going to put it up so people can screenshot and then...
Are you recording this, boy?
Yeah, I am.
Big box, please.
Trying,
And
it's not
trigger warning, failing to protect children.
So, listen,
Well,
let me speak.
take my daughter now, yeah? My daughter is sick in bed now.
You go and ring the authorities yourself, Chris, if you're worried too.
Right, I'm not worried. There's the thing.
If anybody in this live is concerned about these children, because Kurtis Fletcher
Right, this 15-year-old girl that lives here.
I know exactly, Mummy Craze. Why are you putting
is
it
in that house, then please ring the social services. That's the house.
Right,
That's
screenshot.
the one.
Screenshot.
That's the one right there. That's my ID as well, yeah.
Yeah. Do you know what, Kurtis? I hope you're fucking happy with yourself. You are absolutely...
6 Potro, that's what that ID is.
Wow.
We're trying to help you, like they've said we're trying to help you, but you don't want to listen.
It's not about wanting to listen. When people are trying to call me a fucking bad parent, right?
Hey, nobody's called you.
No one said that.
We have all praised you about how much of a fight you've put up for
That's a big box.
So we get Wendy out.
I am.
Get Toffee Apple House.
I'm not Toffee Apple, darling.
Well, it is 1 o'clock now.
Yeah, so...
Still looking good, like.
It is what it is.
Right, guys. Are we done?
Yeah, I think
we are.
Everybody's got the address, so that's it. If
Pardon?
people are concerned, they can ring, can't they? Yeah.
What did you say, Tanya?
I said, I think you've done the right thing anyway, darling.
But
What have I missed?
Chris,
If anybody's got a concern,
Yeah, that's too
about
much.
children, they should do the right thing. And I ain't gonna badmouth anybody that feels they're doing the right thing for children. I'm not.
You can be doing
Right,
it.
Chris, so like I said to you 10 minutes ago, so you're saying to everybody, if everybody's got a concern that he's in your house and children are there, then ring the social services.
Right.
So, wait a minute, so because all these people in this live, even though you've not been reading comments, every comment said the same. You, as a responsible parent, should ring the social services, wait a minute, as well, and say, I've been informed, I've got my children here, I've been informed there's a man here that's probably not safe to be around children, can you come out and do a check, please? So you do it as well.
And you know, if I was concerned, I would.
Wow.
I'm
But everybody's telling you.
right. Listen, we're going round the house.
Can I just say this?
No.
If it were me, as a parent, if someone came up to me and said, if they've got concerns about this person who's staying with me, I will still do those checks as a parent.
To be honest,
Because it's because of safeguarding.
I wouldn't like a man come and live with me daughter.
Yeah.
Trigger warning, guys.
Because it's safeguarding your child. I'm a parent myself. If it were me, as a parent, I will safeguard my children no matter what.
Well, I wouldn't let them come into the house where my kids are. So.
Yeah, I will call social services myself about any concerns someone comes to me about this so-and-so person staying
That's
at
what
mine.
any normal parent would do.
Normal parent would. It won't go against you. I promise you that. It will make you as a better parent because you're going up to the social services and you are going to tell the truth to the social services.
Guys, listen. Right, this is my life now.
Yeah.
Going round in circles. Chris has asked people if you've got a concern to contact social services.
Correct.
So I'm now going to drop Chris. It's been nice speaking to you. I just hope you live and you learn from this, and I hope it doesn't go out of control.
If I'm wrong,
Come back.
I'll be the first to admit I'm wrong.
Right, okay. Well, we'll probably see you in a couple of weeks then. But yeah, I'm going to drop you now.
And let me just reassure you, Chris, your house is not... Nobody's coming to your house at all. Nobody's coming nowhere near your house. They don't even know anything about you. All they know is not to come to the house. Nowhere near to come to the house. They're having the one waiting for him.
Oh, someone. Hang on, Wendy.
I'm dropping and I'll go on my own live. But Chris, it was nice speaking to you.
Andrew.
Yes, please take care of yourself. I'm sure you will.
So we're having it in the I'm anxious on the police already, so...
Right.
Somebody's
on board everything everybody said.
Right, just remember what's been said on here. And I wish you all the luck in the world. That's all I can say.
I'm not arguing with anybody on here.
No.
I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm not agreeing with you. If there's a genuine concern, then the people that have a concern should ring the authorities, right?
They've done it.
Good. Now, Dad, listen. At the moment, in my eyes and in my view, I have no concern.
I haven't been putting my child through this, though, for the fact that someone's staying out.
I'm going, girls. I'm going.
All right,
Alright,
Kel.
Kel. I only came in to see my.
Right. Good night, God bless, darling.
Night.
All right, love.
Bye, Cal. Right, so I'm going to end this now here.
Good night, everyone.
Yeah,
Night.
It's night time. Night, everyone.
Good night, guys.
Night, darlings.
Okay, guys, so that's the end of that one. I actually went on my live after, but I've just had my finger on that for like 2 hours.
But you can't feel your thumb.
So, anybody got any comments on that? There's 4 people in here wanting box.
Yeah, I wouldn't even up yet.
Yeah.
Maybe sort of just said.
Yeah.
What a bloody night it was.
So, that live, somebody asked me to just do a quick recap. I think you all heard all that live, what was said. That live were about Kurtis, obviously, and everything that is done. Every threat is made. Yes, you can, Meg. Every threat is made. Every vile thing is said. Everybody's put in harm's way. Every family is put in harm's way. That were quite hard to listen to again, but we needed to get it out there, and it's out there, and I'm sure people have recorded it. Oh, hi, Stell. You're all right, darling? I didn't know it were you. So, thanks, Jess. It's quite hard, quite triggering, but anyway, just to let everybody know, people know where he is. People have told this guy that has children in there that this man shouldn't be around children. That he's a bully to vulnerable people. That he took his son to Trina's and Tony's house when Tony had been in prison for 3.5 years. And if anybody would like to see that clip, I can show it. I have it. For torturing a 17-year-old disabled guy. So, for everything is said, I only just found out what he did to my ex-partner's daughter that I brought up. She only told us 2 weeks ago. He mentally abused her that much. He pulled her hair out. He speaks on Cinders. Cinders is a dear friend of mine who ended her life through mental health 10 years ago. I actually went to the flat and tried to resuscitate her, but didn't work. So he sent I have messages, proof of that. If anybody wants to see these receipts, then I can put them all up. He also wished Tony to bleed to death. Trigger warning. He also wished Tony, as she has a pipe in her kidney, waiting for an operation, 9.5-hour operation. He also wished the pipe to come out of the kidney and for her to bleed to death. He also sent messages to Tanya about her son, and this is the message that was sent, and I'm sure she won't mind me putting it up, but this is the message that was sent. If everybody would like to read that. So I'm sure everybody's read that now. He's said lots of things. Just to prove this is the guy. that Curtis took his children to. If everybody wants to read that, it's on Derbyshire Live News. And he did time for that, and there you go. We always come with receipts. None of this is fabricated. None of this is drama. None of this is made up. This is all personal to lots of people. To lots of people, it's personal. So this isn't TikTok drama at all. This is TikTok real. These are messages that 1 second. Let me explain why. I'm just looking on. I've got them all anyway. This is from Tegan. I don't think you can see that because it's a bit big, but I don't know if you can see these messages, but this is I don't even know where to start. So this guy enabled all this. His partner and himself got arrested for indecent images of children. His partner did get charged. We took Curtis out of the situation, looked after him as any normal person would do, and then he went back. He's never entered my house since. And then cheesecake that's in the comment in the box. He tortured, sent messages, made phone calls, threatening her and her daughter, who has got autism and who has special needs and who's disabled. He also, Bright Eyes has also had messages from him. Lots of people have. So we're just making everybody aware. Yes, we do know where he is. I've actually known where he is for a long time. Well, a few weeks, not a long time. People wanted to come up in box. Hi, Stella.
Why are these people allowed in this app?
Honestly to God, Stella, I'm just actually, if I'm going to be honest, Stella, because I always am. I were absolutely heartbroken, and that is no word of a lie. And I did have a breakdown, and I did come off app for a while. And I don't want no sympathy from anybody. This is what I'm trying to say to people. This is personal. This man has tried to. He's just bullied and ruined everybody and hurt a lot of people in process. And I only found out 2 weeks ago because my stepdaughter was too afraid to tell me that when she was 7, he mentally abused her that much she was pulling her hair out. He wished my wife dead a few weeks ago. He takes his child to people's houses where they've been imprisoned for 3.5 years for torturing a disabled 17-year-old boy. And this is by stabbing him and urinating on him and making him dance in his boxer shorts and sing Barbie Girl. And this is... I don't know why they're allowed on this app.
So I'm going to tell you something that happened yesterday.
Okay.
I was with some women, and one of the women was being stopped by a man.
Right.
The man's got several accounts, and we don't know all their names. So we were on a live, and I was modding, and he then sent a message by Facebook, and she got upset on screen. So we told her to take 5 minutes. Somebody said to me, "Why are you not letting people up in the boxes?" And I said on the live, I don't want certain, the opposite, right? Can't even say the word in case it happens again. In the boxes because we don't know these people. Yeah, I was banned for exploitation. Right, the person in question was on live last night, slandering me and the other women, and we had receipts about what he had done. He's actually been convicted. I've sent an email off to TikTok to say, why have I been banned for not letting him up when he's a convicted SAR?
Right.
It's in the papers. He's admitted it on his own Facebook, and on that particular live, he said, yes, that was in the past, but I'm a changed person. I said, a leopard never changes its spots.
Trigger warning.
It was only 2 years ago.
Right.
You went into a woman's house and did something you shouldn't have done in front of a child 2 years ago. I got banned for that.
Stella, I honestly and truthfully don't know what's happening. All I know is, and it's not these people. This guy that we're talking about personally affected people.
Yeah.
In the personal life, like you said, off the app. We're all human beings still at the end of the day. We've all, and I'm the first one to hold my hands up, and say it affected me. Whether anybody cares, I were really poorly. Julie Winter. Julie knows me personally off this app. We've been friends for like 30 odd years.
Very poorly. I've never ever seen her in a state like that. Never.
Where I couldn't, I weren't even allowed to drive my car on my own. And now this guy has gone to this other guy's house, as you heard.
Yeah.
And we tried to explain to him what he's done. And this Cinders that keeps coming in, that's my best friend who won alive this month.
This is what I'm saying. We're doing the right thing. I was protecting women, you're protecting children.
Yeah.
We get affected by it. We're the ones that look like the baddies. And even the app supports them.
It's just crazy, isn't it? What do you do? Where can you go?
And can I remind everybody, this app is for 13 and over.
Yeah, is it a children's app? That's right. 100%. That's right.
Facebook is for adults. This is for children. And these people are allowed to run about this app. It's disgusting.
Yeah. And do you know what? I've emailed TikTok too. I've emailed Porkson's agency because this guy is under this agency. Sits in background doing whatever. I've emailed him. He's been reported no end of times and he's still here. I don't get it.
Well, nor do I. And there's
easy, we're all getting blocked. Banned.
Yeah.
That's it. I got my other account banned just for protecting women.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And yet he's coming in on constant. Like last night, we was all only talking on a live like we do every night. If Wendy don't sleep, she'll come and we'll jump on a live, keep her company. Tony weren't very well yesterday. Tony's Wendy's wife. So she was in some pain, so she went to bed. So we were keeping Wendy company. And then he's coming in, causing havoc all bleeding night. And the person whose house he's living at is failing to protect his kids. And no matter what we said for nearly 2 hours, that man is still in denial.
And do you know what? I don't get. We all get, Stella, that TikTok's an app. We get that. We all get that people do things for banter, for drama, for views, for likes, for whatever they do it for, and that's fine. That's their side of the platform. So when genuine people are on a live and they know people on a personal level, and you try and do something good, like you did last night, why is nobody listening? I can't get it in my head.
No, well, nobody can, Wendy. It's not just you, love. Nobody
it doesn't
can.
make sense.
No, that's not down to just your head, love. It's all of us.
I feel like almost as if TikTok like the drama of it all.
It's not drama though, is it? When it's personal.
It's not real life.
No, I don't mean it like that. It is cruelty, what's going on. But they just see it as drama, don't they? Because everyone's going at it.
Because they make a lot of money out of it.
Yeah. Don't think for 1 minute I was trivialising it, because I'm not.
No, don't, because it's, yeah.
That's how they see it. And it will continue. I mean, you've seen other creators. Look, the stuff that they do. Big creators. Do you know what I mean? It's awful. Absolutely.
Yeah, but Sarah, them big creators are there for a reason. Them big creators are employed through TikTok.
Yeah, I know. I get that.
Them people are employed through TikTok. When TikTok first came on, it was for children, and now it's adults. So all these big creators are employed by TikTok. That is their job. They get paid to do that. They all do that for a reason. They all argue with each other. They all cause drama. They all do all that.
Busy.
Yeah.
What's the matter? I'm busy. Oh, wait a minute.
They all do that. They all get paid for that. And do you know what? Good on them. If it makes them a living, then that's fine.
Yeah, but this is what he's doing is dangerous. He is dangerous.
Yes, there's the difference.
That is a big difference. And I was not trivialising it. I'm not doing that for 1 minute. I know how upset things that he's done now, because obviously I've been on for a little while, and it's disgusting, absolutely disgusting. And even worse, the fact that people are being warned what he's like, and they're taking no notice. But do you know what? Some people you can't help. Some people just don't want the help. Let them find out for themselves. You've done everything you could possibly do.
Sorry about that.
Right,
but
so
as mother and grandmother, we cannot sit by and let that man fail to protect his children. We cannot sit by and do that, or we're just as bad as what they are.
But you're
I don't
doing
want
it.
no children hurt.
And I get that, and you're doing everything you can. And I'm seriously, I've seen how you're all trying your best. But if some people decide that they're going to take no notice of what you're saying, there is nothing you can do. You've done your best.
It's not about that, Sarah. You're totally going off what we're on about, and probably because you haven't followed this for a long time, you're totally going off what it's about. It's not about doing your best. It's not about doing whatever. It's people don't listen to this word personal.
Yeah, I get that.
Personal. There's a difference between drama, between effects for TikTok, between people getting money. When it becomes personal, and personal is not just to me, it's to a lot of people in this life. Hi, Jess, darling.
Hello. I'm just jumping off the back of what this lady said below me. I think what she's saying is that Chris is not taking in what is being said to him. Like, it's just going over his fucking head. And it will take to the point where, like, I'll pray to fucking God it doesn't. Yeah. But he will click one day, or something bad will fucking happen, and then he'll think, why the fuck didn't I listen to those people? The same, like, it's atrocious. And I cannot believe his reaction is, oh, well, if you think that my kids are at risk, then you...
Can I just thank you, Jess, because she's hit the nail on the head. That is what I was trying to get at.
Yeah.
Sorry,
no problem, Oyo, no problem.
All right, Sarah. After all them people, Jess, all them people in that live said the same thing, and he still weren't listening. And he don't think his children are not safe. What?
There's just there were no frigging telling him.
Wendy, if he's an ex-dealer or he's a dealer, he's probably on the stuff himself. He's probably just like...
Well, isn't a lot of people have said that Chris is Curtis's drug dealer?
Yeah, we know.
Are you joking?
No.
Oh my God.
It's his ex-dealer.
Oh my God.
So...
It just gets worse, doesn't it? It just gets worse and worse.
So I tell that because no was sinking in with that Chris last night. Nothing was sinking in.
I'm going to drop back down. Just wanted to say my 2 pence piece. Goodbye.
All right, Jess, darling.
Bye, Jess.
Bye, darling. Bye, darling. So, I'm just blown away, and I know there's 75 people in here, and I'm not disrespecting anybody because I'm not like that. But I've got to just say something. I need to come off for half an hour. Somebody else can go live if they want. Everybody's heard that recording. we've still got all receipts. We've got absolutely anything, but I have to. I'm sure people who know me know why I have to come off.
Yeah.
And I'm right, so go and get a cup of tea in a Wendy room. We'll see you in a couple of hours.
And I'm not disregarding anybody. I would never do that to anybody. And thank you everybody for listening. But for me, see, I'm gonna have to go.
No problem. Shall you going live?
Yeah.
Love you all.
Right, no problem. Take care, Wendy.